Hello, family. Welcome back. I had this wild dream last night, and it's going to be the frame of the entire practice. Picture this. You can close your eyes and just see like this water maze in your mind. And now there's all of these different people, and there's all of these different types of rafts and boats. And everybody has a suitcase with them. And some of the rafts and some of the boats are like super flimsy, and some of them are really nice. And all of these people are vying for these different boats and different rafts. And everybody kind of feels like they're deserving of a certain caliber. There's a hierarchy going on here, and you can feel that. And people's anxiety starts to make their suitcases literally open up, and their stuff starts flying out everywhere. And as this is happening, it's like a watery maze. And so I'm like, what is going on here? And I lucid dream. So I'm like studying it, and I'm trying to figure out what's the meaning of all of this. And all of these people, as they're struggling to get on these rafts, the best one they can find at the moment, they're like popping. And then they have these suitcases full of stuff, and they have nothing to go on, and they're in this watery situation, and they're panicked. And so I'm running around, swimming around. I don't have any luggage with me. And I'm going in, and I'm like, okay, it's okay. We're going to take this. We're going to fold this. We're going to put this in here. We're going to get you on a different raft. We're going to make sure you're going to be okay. And they're telling me all of these different anxieties that they have, things that they're worried about. And after a couple different interactions, I realized that these were all different parts of my own psyche. And it was my soul perspective going around to each one of them, being like, it's okay. We're going to fold this. We're going to put this in here. We're going to get you on a raft. You're going to be good. And so the practice is really about noticing when you're freaking out and you're trying to find a raft and your stuff is everywhere and you don't know what to do, that there's the resourced soul part of yourself that can come in and be like, it's okay. All we have to do is fold this. We're going to make sure it's nice in this bag, and we're going to send you on your way, and you're going to get through the maze, and it's going to be amazing. And so once I realized that, all of the different parts of me, all of these different, what I perceived as different people, started to relax. And all of the different rafts or boats turned into these like beautiful, well-inflated, like very easy to travel on through this watery maze of my dream. And that soul part of me was just like up above, like looking down at the maze, and could see how the maze worked. So when you're in a fear-based perspective, you have to be down in the trenches, in the maze, trying to help those parts of yourself. But if you can soothe yourself to the point that all of those parts of yourself are relaxed, that's when the soul perspective can come up, and from that place of higher awareness can zoom out and see what's going on, and then can just energetically allow all of those parts to perform their positive polarity. So each of these parts, right, is a learned behavior. This part of me that's doing this thing that now I've demonized in my mind, I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do that, that's a low frequency pattern, I got to get rid of it. Instead of thinking about that, we can say, this is a pattern that served me at a time. This was a pattern that actually kept me safe. And so I love this pattern. And now this part of me actually has something very significant in the 5D that it can do that none of these other parts can do. This part has a very important role to play in the 5D essence. So that's what we're going to do during this practice. We are going to recognize the parts of ourselves that are in fear, that feel very stressed and their stuff is just flying everywhere and they don't know what to do. And we're going to get to the root and see, what is it that this part has to give? Because once that is activated within that part, you move forward with ease and grace, and your soul perspective is vibing. So we're going to get started by tuning in. You're going to just rub your hands, palms together, and take a big, deep breath in through the nose, and a full